How you how y'all doing here? I'm going to demonstrate something here. I collect action figures, and this is one that I take pride in my collection. This is an albino C3PO. As you see, he's all white. Okay, now if he had hair, he'd probably be white or red. His eyes are yellow. I think he's got some type of liver disease or something, maybe he called jaundice or something. He's maybe drank a lot. I'm not sure. I didn't. I'm curious. I'm very curious. I didn't know droids had drinking problems, but obviously, if he's got jaundice and his skin is very pale, he must see maybe a doctor or some type of medical droid and could help him. Maybe somewhere on Hoth or something. But anyway, by the articulation, this was designed. You could play with it. As you can see, he can pose. You can set him down. Probably get one of them little stick pin. One of those little stick peg things. You can set him up the way you want him to. Sitting there like I found in America. I'm pointing east or west. Or I'm exercising. I'm ready to run. I'm ready to take on the day. I'm stretching. I'm going to win the race. The marathon's mine. Something, break a leg, get up, break a leg sometimes. Hey, the funny thing is, that it goes back together again. That's the amazing part of this action figure right here. Now, he might be old and have a hip problem, but, he has been through a lot through the movies. And I think they designed him to show some wear and tear on his joints and, upon his very inner being. His soul's been damaged as well. And he's lost without his gay friend R2D2, which we'll talk about another time. Right now, I make dioramas and things like that, and I wanted to make this one diorama. Had to do with Hoth. Now, at a later time, we will show you the demonstration. I will show you piece by piece from the beginning of the foundation to the end piece that I'm going to design. It's going to be a Hoth scenario. Now, this is going to be one of the pieces that I'll be featuring in this diorama. It's going to have tones. It's going to have AT-ATs and snow troopers. Everything that you've seen in the movie, my diorama, even down to the snow. I'll show you what I'm going to use for snow. You'll be surprised the things you find around the house, things that you throw away, you clean out your attic, clean out your cellar. You clean out a friend's house, they're going to throw stuff away. So, I say, hey, listen, buddy, I'll take this off your hands for nothing. They're like, man, no problem. I was just going to throw it in the garbage. And even if they did, sometimes I rummage through neighbors' garbage bags. And I dump them on the ground, And then I pick out all the little pieces. One time I picked out, it appeared to be somebody had a pizza wing night. And I took all of the chicken bones, and I did this little thing. I did like a Rancor pit diorama. I used the 1980s Rancor model. I used that as part of the diorama. I also used one of the Return of the Jedi Gamorrean guards back in like '87, I believe. And I put it in the Rancor's hand. Remember when he ate the Gamorrean guard, and I used the new Luke, the one from 1995 when they reintroduced the whole line of Star Wars figures, Power of the Force, I believe it was. Well, I used that when I had this all set up. What I did is I made like, when the gate, the Rancor, when Luke slammed through the skull against the butt, when the gate came down on the Rancor's head and killed him. Well, I used like this old grocery cart that I stripped apart. I did a lot of things with it. I spared no pieces. I didn't throw any of it away. I used everything on there. Well, I made the gate out of grocery cart, the bars on it, the metal parts. And, anyways, I take pride in these dioramas. This is a hobby of mine. I just use a bunch of junk and garbage people want to throw away. And, I use them chicken bones. We'll get to that, too. I saved them dried out chicken bones. I laid them all around his den, when the Rancor came out. And you know, I had to make it look real exciting. Put some skulls in there, like, you know, I bought these little plastic skulls around. You find around Halloween time. You know, people decorate their house, make it look, you know, scary and spooky and stuff like that. Well, I put some chicken bones around those little skulls. You know, it made it look like the Rancor had quite a few meals before Luke visited his house. You know what I mean? And then the Gamorrean Guard was the entree, and Luke was going to be the dessert. Well, anyway, I just wanted to show that the guy likes to eat, right? The Rancor man, he likes to eat food. You know, so, you know, that Gamorrean Guard, I think, filled him up, but Luke still looked a little tasty, you know. He still had a little gurgle in his tummy, you know, and he wanted to fill that gurgle with a little Jedi dessert, you know, a little Jedi Jello or whatever it was going to become there. And, well, anyway, we'll get back to it another time when I'm going to design my dioramas, and as you can see, these are fun to play with, you know. You sit there, look at I can walk, I can do the moonwalk. I say, Hail Hitler, or, you know, whatever. I can dance there in that fever, you know. Bend down, touch your toes. Hey, I'm Richard Simmons. Hey, I'm hopping on one leg. I'm going back and forth. You know, I'm on stage. I'm the star of the show. Hey, look at me. You know, look at this show I'm putting on here. Now, come on, tell me this ain't fun. Tell me you wouldn't have fun doing this. Now, if this was battery operated and moved all by itself, my fingers wouldn't even be in the picture. I'm sorry that my fat sausage fingers are covering up the figure that I got in my hand here, you know. Look at, oh, I'm backwards. What's this remind you of right here? Oh, I'm on Chewie's back. Why am I backwards? Why am I backwards? Well, I don't know. I don't understand, you know. But, Christopher Lee here. See, I like to do impressions sometimes, you know. I just like the humor of that. I wish I had more figures to show you, but they're all kind of stored away. And I'm kind of lazy right now, and I don't want to sit up and go empty out my Darth Vader and C3PO cases and everything, and all the guns go flying everywhere, and then I lose little accessories and things like that I got to go on eBay or some other place and Amazon.com and try to, you know, put back together all the little, you know, sets and complete sets that I've had over the years. And, you know, the dog gets a hold of them once in a while, chews off their foot or something like that. Head's missing once in a while, teeth marks in their back. Looks like they've been through a war, you know, got shrapnel all up and down their leg, you know. So, you know, this is very interesting. This is just my introductory video. I know it seems a little entertaining in this and that. You're going to be very entertained, trust me. This is just the beginning right here. This is just to show you what's about to come. You see, look at this. I'm winding up for the pitch. I'm ready. Whoa, there it goes. There it goes. Pop right out of the park there. He hit that ball so far, boy, I can't even see it pass off. Holy cow, where is it, he said. He said, whoa, man. You know, he's looking for his lady. Hey, I'm waiting at the bus stop. Hail cab, hail cab. Where we at here? Oh, man. Well, I hate to cut this a little short, which I think this video was a little too long anyway, because I didn't want to give too much away, but I think I already have. So, you know, I'm full of surprises, and I'm sure you're very surprised with this first video. I'm very sure you're surprised. So, I'm just going to wish you have a good evening. And, oh my God, it's a darn monkey on my back. Holy cow. There's the monkey on my back. Well, I better get going. It looks like I want some private time now, so I bid you all farewell.